value types. Structure is under value types. Enumeration structure both are under value types. Value types में user different types में है. Okay, means today's topic is what? Structures. The structure is under value types category. In value types you have two subtypes. One is predefined type, second is user defined types. This value types, this structure type come under user defined types. User defined types of the value types. You know that value types occupy space in the stack. Okay, reference types occupy space in the heap. Remember these points. This structure is like C++ structure, struct concept. What is the syntax of the structure? Structure contains data members as well as the member functions. In Java and in .NET, especially in .NET, we can have member functions also in the structure. Though you have member functions in structure, structure is under value types only, not under reference types. Remember this point. Okay, though you have the functions in the structure, structure is under value types only, not under the reference types. Okay, for example, if you see here, you are creating a structure with the name S. S is the name of the structure. You are creating the data with the name S. If that structure is having number, name, and fee as members. Okay, you know that the structure contains different values of different types. Structure may contain different values of different types. Here no is integer, name is the string, fee is the float. In that manner you are having different types. Okay, so that structure is used to maintain different values of different types. It is nothing but the record. Structure is nothing but the record. Okay, if you see this next slide, you are creating a structure with the name yes. In this you are having no, name, and fee are members. Okay, you remember the point. Structure members by default private. Structure members are by default private. That's why you are declaring with the keyword public. If you require, you can put. Otherwise, you can keep the structure members in the public. Because see, if you don't have function in the structure, what you need to do? You need to call the structure members directly in the main function. Okay, that's why you require to keep these members as the public, because you don't have any function in the structure. You are not accessing these members in the functions, so that in the main function you create the object or variable of S structure and you call the members directly by using the variable of S structure. That's why you are calling the members in the main function. That's why you are putting public keyword in front of the members. See, in the main function, see here what is happening. Here you are creating a variable with the name S1. S type variable is S1. S1 dot NO equal to 1, S1 dot name equal to XYZ, S1 dot fee equal to 2000. Means you are storing data in that members. Okay. Means you are directly accessing those members in the main function. That's why you kept those members as public members in the structure creation, structure declaration. Okay, so that you can display also those members by using console.writeLine if you require. S.no, S.name, S.fee. By writing like this, you are displaying the data for this structure. Next, if you see this second program of the structure in the next slide, here you are creating S as the structure. In this S structure, we are putting name, fee are the members. Name is a string member. Fee is the double type member. See, here you are not putting public keyword in front of the members, because these members you want to keep in the private area. You are putting functions in this structure. In these functions, you are calling the members. That's why you are putting data members as private, functions as public. Because functions you are keeping as public, because you need to call, you want to call these functions in the main. That's why you are putting these functions as public, but the data members you are putting as private. Okay, in this function, what you are doing? Get data is the function. In this get data function, you are storing the values by writing no equal to 1, name equal to xyz, fee equal to some value. Okay, by using display function, you are displaying the values of those members. Okay, means in the main method, what you are doing in main function, what you are doing, you are creating a variable of S structure, that is S1. See, the way of writing the variable creation here because you are using new keyword here. S space S1 equal to new S of. Here you are creating variable of a structure like class object creation. Though you use new keyword, it is called value type only. It is called variable only. Remember this point. You are having the functions in the structure. That's why you are using new keyword to create a variable. If you don't have function, you can write S space S1 semicolon. That's all. If you have functions, what you do, you write S space variable name equal to new space constructor of. Okay. In that manner, you can write the syntax, very example. Means you can create the variable in this manner. Then you call the functions get data display to access the to input the values and display the output. Okay. Here a new thing is what creating structure variable by using new keyword is the new thing. When you have functions in functions in the structure, that time you use new keyword to create the variable. Remember the point. And beside new, you know that beside new keyword you have the constructor. You need to write the constructor. You are not defining the constructor here, but you are simply calling the constructor. One more point you need to remember: you cannot create empty construct in the structure. You cannot create a empty constructor in the structure. Empty constructor means what? Parameterless constructor is called. Parameterless constructor is called empty constructor. Okay, that type of constructor you cannot keep in the structure. Okay, next in this next example, you are creating no name PR members. Public, yes. See here, you are defining parameter constructor, not empty constructor here. You are creating the parameter constructor. Here you are putting parameters P, Q, and R. Okay. To those parameters you pass the values. Those values you store in the members. Then display function displays the values of those members. In the main method, in the main function, you create the variable of S1. While you create a variable, you are passing the values because in this construct, in this structure, you are having parameter constructor. To the parameter constructor, you need to pass values. That's why in the main function, you are creating variable, and at the same time, you are passing values also. Then display function displays the values of all those members. This is the way of creating parameter constructor and calling the parameter constructor. Okay, this is about parameter constructor. I simply uh, I have shown these examples. So remember the point: structure that does not contain empty constructor. Remember that point. There is no empty constructor in the structure. Okay, and the structure is the value type, not under reference types. One more point. This is a structure is under value types, not under reference type. This also you need to remember all these things. Okay, this is user defined type in the structure. This is user defined type in the